YouTube, how you doing? Joel here, State 48 Exotics. I'm going to bring this episode of our weekly rendition of videos that hopefully everybody's enjoying. I got a new snake. It's always the best thing ever to get a new snake. So following all this, we're going to check out what I got, and I hope you guys like it. I'm pretty excited about the project and what it means for the future, but here we go. Let's do it. Alright guys, here we go. I went ahead and cut the top and the tape and everything already. It was done really well. There was a ton of tape on it. I didn't want to look dumb fiddling around with my trusty razor blade, so I just went ahead and did that process. Also, there's the shipping information and blah 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 that I don't really want everybody to know, I guess, because the internet's a dangerous place apparently. But without further ado, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this thing. I got this from Lewis at Luna Morphs. Talked to him a bunch on Instagram. He has a ton of amazing animals set up. You guys should give him a follow on Insta or elsewhere. I know he has Facebook groups and a Facebook page. I would definitely recommend checking him out. Dude's awesome, incredible to work with. And this here project that I got is something that I'm pretty excited about. All right, move that out of the way, move the box. Been kind of looking for something different that's potentially new or something like that. So I just been kind of scouring, looking for what I want. And then I saw this snake really in a clown version, and blew me away what this had to offer. You know what? I didn't know that this would be there. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna get something to cut this. Well, here it is, guys. The magic of videography and the dikes. This is the tool that I should have become prepared for, because I've seen in 1,000 videos before where they get the snake out and there's a zip tie. And let me tell you, these zip ties, they aren't easy to cut. This bad dog, he'll handle the job. So anyways, as I was saying, I've been looking for a new morph and something to kind of dive into that maybe not a lot of people have, and you know, kind of have my own little like trademark line of things here. And even though I said this is easy to cut, obviously there is a certain amount of user intelligence that has to be involved to handle the situation. So there's that, now that I've figured that out. But this is, it's a pretty cool gene. I believe it originated over across the pond in Europe. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty excited about it nonetheless. And now I have to figure out how to untie knots. Not good at that either. There's always that thing, isn't it? Where you're watching these videos and everybody has to maneuver around, which is fine because I'm glad that these things are secure. But yeah, so I guess I can almost show you guys what's in the snake bag, the snake present bag. Serious knots here. Bravo for getting this thing all dialed in. Holy cow! Makes it all that much more worth it, right? But whew, there he is. I see him. I know you guys don't. So let's see how excited he is to be in his new home. Trying to ease him out. Want him to be as comfortable as he can be. And whammy. All right, so here he is. Feels warm, seems nice, looks gorgeous. All right, let's get a look at him. There he is, all balled up. But this snake is obviously pastel, and it is Motley. So he is a pastel Motley, and it is a male, and he is incredible looking. Actually, better than the pictures. It's I'm pretty impressed right now. Actually, this is a stellarly bright pastel. Let's zoom in a little bit, see if we can't get some better coverage of this bad dog. He is also 100% het clown, which is something that I really liked. I'm going to sub in somewhere along the lines pictures of the Motley clowns. They are bunkers. I will say this is it's kind of a pattern mutation as far as I've noticed, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but there is a bit of a pattern alteration, obviously. So I danced around with this snake for a long time. So happy that Lewis dealt with all my questions, worked with me, and really kind of hung in there with me as we kind of talked about things, and I learned more and more about the gene. Something really cool that I feel like I've noticed. Come on, we'll get an autofocus at some point. I know we will. Oh, right when I get the autofocus, he tucks his head in. But this, let's see if we can find his head. Something cool I feel like I've noticed is that sharp V, almost like a point at the back of the head. I think that's really cool, and that the eye stripes kind of all go into one thing. I'm sure this is a very stressful experience for this little guy right now. So I don't want to mess with him too much, but I do want to say this is something that's really cool and something that I've looked forward to. And through looking through a lot of different morphs and different little things that I hope that I could find, I'm glad that I pulled the trigger on this. I think this is going to be a really amazing animal to work with in the future, and I can't wait to get it into pretty much everything I have, you know. Ideally, let's look way down the road and let's say scaleless, motley, clown, pied, fire, mystic in there, you know, like just, you know, a 15-year project, but super ecstatic to have this and to have the opportunity to work with a newer morph. And it's just I don't really have a whole lot of words, I guess, to express how excited I am. I mean, it's just awesome. It's awesome to be working with something that's, you know, not super mainstream, and that's kind of, you know, the fun of this hobby is to have something that maybe that you can help grow, or you can help proliferate in your collection and show what the genes are really capable of, you know. I feel like this is it's a leopard-esque type of mutation on what it does to clowns, but with the addition of pastel in there, as you guys have probably already seen by now in the picture that I showed, that white head on the clowns, that's something else. I tell you what, that's crazy. And I've only seen a couple ball pythons with a white head. I think there's that panda pied that's floating around that has the pattern with the white head, and I think that is just stellar. You know, I know obviously leucistics have white heads, but I'm talking pattern and then a white head. I think that is crazy looking. It's almost retic. It's very retic-like. You see a lot of retics that have almost like a different colored head than their body. I think that's effing incredible. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this little guy set up in his little quarantine area, and I hope to be showing you guys some update footage of him in the near future. And I just cannot be more excited about what this means for State 48 and what this will help do with everything else we have going on here. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I'm sorry if this video was a little bit blotchy and a little unorganized. It was a bit of a delicate process getting into the box, but couldn't be more happy with that either. Snake packaged well. I shouldn't be able to get into that very well, because he shouldn't be able to get out very well. So that works out great. Again, go ahead and check out Luna Morphs. Awesome people, awesome experience thus far. So thank you guys again, and let's tune in next week, right? Let me know what you guys think too, obviously. Duh. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.